And one of the signs that Veterans Day is here, the red, white, and blue down in Ringgold. Today, a look at the history and some of the people behind the Ringgold flags. For 2 weeks each year, for the last 44 years, American flags line the streets of Ringgold.
They started out with 12 flags at Anderson Cemetery. Then they went from there to the courthouse, and then from the courthouse, you can see where we're at now.
To go up a week before Veterans Day and come down a week after.
We started with a dozen, and now there's 100 dozen.
1,173 this year to be exact. Charles Teams, a Korean War veteran, is just one of the more than dozen volunteers who plan all of this. Dozens more help put them up.
We had about 50 or more volunteers who come to raise the pole and put the cross on the pole.
The flags and crosses stand 15 feet apart, at least 6 feet from the roads, all through downtown Ringgold. Each flag represents someone who served in the U.S. military, who has passed away, and at some point during their lives lived in Catoosa County. The crosses have the branch of service or the war they fought in. 14 from the Civil War, 1 from the Spanish-American War, 1 from the Revolutionary War, all the way up to Iraq and Afghanistan. But Mayor Barger says they will put what the families ask for on the crosses.
2 years ago, Reverend Bryson up the valley here, he always wanted to praise the Lord. We put those in small letters on that cross. Some wanted Purple Heart put on there. We do that too. Just whatever they want, we'll do it.
The flags are provided by the families. Several of these flags are the flags the families were presented at their loved one's military funeral. Joe Barger has been the mayor in Ringgold for 39 years. They started this before he took office, and they've done it every year he has served. He intends for this tradition to continue after he leaves office next year.
Some of them went through pure hell in combat and bad things, and we don't need to forget.
And they do such an amazing job down there in Ringgold. It was started by the VFW there, and then in 2002, the city took over that project. Another interesting part there, the conduit that the flagpoles are made of, all donated by Ringgold Electric. Over the years, they've donated tens of thousands of dollars for that project. Also, they say they could use some volunteers to help take those flagpoles down. So if you want to help those guys out, please call Ringgold City Hall.